strategies. I don't need to mix up too much because the timings are what matter here.
You need to be precise because if Syrup manages to catch Jackal jumping in too frequently, then it could be curtains for this Wolf. We all know how easy it is to combo heavyweights and fastballers if you are playing as Ness.
Very true, but some shield pressure here on the ledge. Jackal already setting up shop. Gonna get that big coverage option with the down smash. Gonna do it again? No, we're opting for just an F tilt, a faster option, but gets the blaster and now forces a lower recovery. Still okay, can... Ah!
It was a regrab nerf.
You got!
Jackal being a little bit too over-aggressive off stage and Syrup making him pay.
Well, we are not going to take that sitting down. Syrup says, fine, come out here, see what happens. I'll show you. Jackal finally gets his hit, so it's going to be a second stock, and we're back to even, 2 stocks apiece. Already, I mean, I'm seeing that these two have this knowledge of each other's typical strategies, game plans. We're seeing some wacky stuff already, because you got to.
We're seeing a lot of movement. That's really what you need to do. If your opponent understands what aerials you like to approach with, you have to stop approaching with aerials. You have to start using movement and making sure that every time you toss out a hitbox, it is safe if it whiffs.
So true, Scabs. Now we're going to back throw, get him off stage. Not going to do anything except just force the edge guard, but look at that, the poke through all the way. Big hitboxes here from Jackal. Going to have to do a little bit more, though. Stuck. Fading to the platform. Another edge guard. Uh-oh.
Forcing the high recovery with that PK Thunder, and that is exactly what you want to see. You want to see a Wolf having to toss out all those resources off stage, so all they can do is drift down at you, and you can get those disjoints ripping.
Especially with an active move like Nair, where you know he's locked in, he got nothing else to do. Great, I can easily wait, check you, and then hit that punish.
So now Jackal going to have to pick apart Syrup's defense, recovering low. Are we going to get the 2-frame? No, no forward tilt, no back air, but rips another, and that'll do it. Every time Wolf tosses out one back air, it's just to set up the second or the third back air. It's all mind games.
Of course, it's like, oh my gosh, is he going to do something else?
No, more back air.
What if it's a back air again? Oh my gosh.
Trying to get these falling up airs to land for a combo instead. Syrup landing aggressively with these hitboxes, and Jackal being just as aggressive with the Wolf Flash. I'm digging it.
Yeah, Jackal's saying, look, we're not going to play that game. You try that, I got tools of my own, but you got to go high in order to really keep that going. You have to hope for a near horizontal angle in order to make that possible.
Awkward spot for Jackal. Does manage to land the forward air, but very good DI. Syrup drifting hard away, not trying to get caught up by any of these shenanigans. Full stage control, Jackal. Another opportunity. Great air dodge back by Syrup, though.
A couple good empty hops have given Jackal stage control. He managed to make some big hits, but it's that down smash that gives it all up. Bets the farm on it, but unable to really do too much. Still has to go around the yo-yo. Second chance.
Lands not on the platform, just jumps back to center stage, and gun the aerial sets up what nerf?
A roll in. All of a sudden, it feels like that big little tap on shield with the rising Nair. So good at forcing Syrup into the path Jackal deems necessary.
This is really the problem here. Jackal will have a little bit of trouble getting these kills if Syrup continues to commit to that back air or the shield.
Close, but no cigar. And Jackal says, I will eke out this win, just barely hopping over the magnet hand, or the magic hands, and then getting that back throw.
Yeah, do you see how small the margin for success right there was? If that dash attack hits, Jackal's gone.
Right.
Instead, the tiniest of whiffs, and Jackal takes it to the bank.
It's that timing, the knowledge. Jackal saying, great, your move's going to end now. And then within frames, feet on ground.
Perfect recognition here. The Tri-State duo for sure understand the assignment right here, and so far they are showing up and showing out.
Ain't that the truth? But we're going to tri-plats right now, so this could be a better situation for Syrup as we get more up air strings in store. We just got to get the first hit. We got to get some confirms before we start thinking about the long-term strategy. Right now, Jackal is just dancing around Syrup.
Big damage, but again, Syrup already has the DI ready. Not going to get hit with that last haymaker blow with the back air.
Okay. Yeah, waits for it, sees the air dodge come out, and Jackal almost there with the follow-up.
Drifting off stages, Jackal trying to do his best to bait anything from Syrup, but Syrup has just been so good defensively off stage.
And now Nair is the option that has been very good at beating out the magnet. It was like that's Jackal's way of muscling through some of Syrup's movement, but we still get him off stage regardless. A lot of shield pressure. We just take that and keep rolling. Tries to get something here. I would normally expect Jackal to go for Shine there, and perhaps he did.
It looked like that's what it was up high, like
Yeah.
in the magnifier to
I
redirect
think
the PK Thunder.
Yeah.
Even though Jackal has a slight lead, we've seen that leads do not matter here because eventually you're going to force the aggressive jump out of the corner. That's been the moneymaker for both of these players.
Ooh, bread and butter coming in. There you go, your down throw early percent combo, and Jackal keeps it going. Starts it off right and keeping himself a little bit safer. Not doing too bad. Keeps that shield up. Love the discipline.
Great air dodge again by Syrup, managing to make back to center stage. The magnet, though, interesting option. Great parry from Jackal just to make sure that it does not lead to anything, though. There's the back there, though.
Yeah, saw that Syrup wasn't really making a play, especially when he went for that that forwarder, which could have been a missed backer. That might have been a miss input, but it also could have just been I'm going to catch a jump in. And when Syrup didn't pull the trigger, Jackal's like, great, I know what you're going to do now. That's option B.
True enough. Traditional Wolf combo interrupted by an aggressive magnet forward into the PK Thunder 2.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to peek there.
Everybody at home, yeah. Take the headphones off. You might need a
sorry,
little
headphones warning. I'm peeking. All right, but still got more leapfrog on the shield. Gets a dash attack for your trouble. Manages to squeak out a little bit of movement, getting in Syrup's face and keeping control.
Again, the aggressive magnet off stage this time. It just feels as though that has been the X factor. Jackal's always terrified because if you reverse it and you have the back air ready, it can be so devastating.
But Jackal is hard committing to some strategies. It was a grab,
no
then
way.
Up smash, and all of a sudden, look at that. Syrup turns it right around 125. Who cares?
Did you see the percent?
Yes, at 5, starting with the string.
Just toss him off stage into, I recognize that Jackal feels safe and is going to try to double jump back, get the rising forward air, and then set up the max damage. You can't jump off of that. And then you get the kill screen flash at 30%?
That's goofy.
That's messed
60% when he entered the blast zone.
That's so messed up.
Alrighty, let's go Ness. But that's the danger. You know, it's Wolf. Wolf can be vulnerable, especially with that American-ass air dodge, bro. Come on.
That's a tri-space special right there.
That
I'm trying to get back to edge. I'll let it rip.
I need Momo on the line right now. The mid police is after you.
The middler chiming in.
The middler.
See if we can solve these riddles if you want to make it to Grands, Jackal.
All right, here we go. Showing out for his region. And they both are, really, because it's like, at this point, who do you pick?
Yeah, these two go back and forth so frequently. The Fusion special, the Xeno special, both of them very fond foes, we'll say.
Certainly. If they weren't, I wouldn't be fighting them every week. All right,
going
still
for the
waiting.
down smash.
But I love the mix-up with the timing with these up specials. Syrup always knows how to loop around and install just that extra few frames that are necessary to avoid.
But now stuck in the corner, we know the back air is coming out, Jackal. And so does Syrup, too, with a great roll in, recognizing that Jackal a little bit mispositioned in that situation.
And wanted to keep Jackal on that top platform. Obviously, that is a great place to kind of corner him. But as of right now, Jackal still muscling his way in appropriately. Love the quick reaction up special down. Syrup not able to counteract. Now off stage himself.
Aggressive PK Fire, another good mix-up. Every time Jackal goes off stage, Syrup has a different answer. We are not being linear in these situations.
But we got to get one of these two-frame options. Like, Jackal's 0 for 7 or something right now. Has got to make it happen. I know it's tough, but Syrup is not pulling any punches on stage, so you got to take everything you got off stage.
Either one of these players, it feels like they can build a lead. It's blow for blow every time, and when you come down from the Angel platform, you have to have the confidence to start swinging for success.
Start getting those air dodges out. That's swinging for success. Gonna get some more here. Sees the magnet come out. Doesn't even care. Forward tilt claws helping out. Get that hit.
Stuck on the plateau, landing. Was that a soft footstool sound that I heard pop out?
I didn't hear it, but I don't know.
It felt like Syrup went a little bit higher than he was intending in that spot. Luckily, he managed to land on the plat. Chasing Jackal, the PK Thunder, trying to get it again.
The roll in. Jackal should have just rolled out for the culture. That would have been it.
Come on.
It's okay. Still getting nothing here on these F-tilts.
Syrup just got the right angle every time. It's a little bit different. The timing is a little bit different, and Jackal hasn't had that lingering hitbox staying at the correct spot.
All right, Jackal mixing up, not getting some backers where he's actually now throwing in air dodges. Might not be helping him, though, as he's a little too greedy to get back to the ledge.
Dash back F tilt. We've seen that in the previous set that Syrup did. It's an underappreciated option in these higher percent windows.
Jackal is going for grabs so frequently here at 100%. He's got to be looking for something with a back throw, trying to get an edge guard, but hey, center stage back air will do the job. 46%, we're not in too shabby of a spot. Jackal just got to get that early percent combo, something like this.
Only 2 fairs, but now we got an opportunity for a fair nair forward tilt, full stage control. Tries for another lingering nair, but Syrup responds aggressively.
Okay, the patience waiting for that late start of that fair. Backs off.
Fuckers drifting back too. It's so difficult for Jackal to work his way around those.
Right. Syrup now on the, Tex on the platform. Jackal just needs 1 here, but forces the air dodge. 3rd jump coming out for Ness. But still can't get too much more. Trade here. That actually kind of works in Jackal's favor, but there is a reset.
These like full hop nairs aren't working out for Jackal. Syrup continues to hold shield in those situations. Gets stuck in the fire, but nah, we can SDI that down. Good stuff.
We can, but Syrup was looking like he was winding up for something that wasn't just a down air. Might have been something worse. Watch out, because these coverage options like that nair center stage, great at anti-airing.
Oh, the aggressive forward air. You know Jackal's looking for dash attack in that situation.
Oh, no!
Speaking of the devil.
Still alive. Lots of rage on both sides. Has to go for the Wolf Flash. Avoids the PK Thunder somehow.
Now Jackal plays it slow.
Oh, no! What the heck? He gets it again.
I love that option. You pull out the blaster twice. Just commit to defense. Say, I understand that you're baiting me to be aggressive. I don't see Rising Magnet anymore. You want to swing with aerials? Well, you know what? I'll hit you with them Tims. Them dash attacks are so clutch when your opponent is being a little too aggressive.
Not the Yuttas, but Wolf, he's got those moves, and it's these IDJs that have been sealing the deal for Jude. Look at this guy. He's killing it. And Syrup is still coming up short in some of these games, but we are just 1 game away from Game 5. We could see it happen here, Scabs.
This is a nail-biter. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes Game 5. And you know what? I could cast another 5 games of this.
I could go forever.
This is a hype set. Right. Bounce off the wall. Not going to get the down smash. Jackal wants that early stock at 35. Jackal smells blood in the water.
And for good reason. You know, Syrup has kind of been bleeding a little bit too much. Gotta get that hemoglobin.
All right. The scientific terms.
Let's go. You know what's up. All right. I knew the professor would understand. We got that. That dash attack. I'm serious.
Landing again with the neutral air. This time getting the cross up. Syrup not ready to punish. Dash attack. Covering the landing. Tries for the up air. Not going to connect. Nor will the forward air. But look at that. Even though Syrup is tossing out 4 or 5 different hitboxes, Jackal doesn't have the drift to get away.
Goes low underneath. This is where that yo-yo starts to come out, but this time it's a little late, but it won't get the kill.
Rolls into that time. That is something that Jackal will typically cover that with the down smash, but he was hard committing to the rollout or the standard get up.
Well, at least we're able to get the F-tilt hits on ledge when Syrup does tend to overshoot a little bit. Lots of big hits on shield, but Syrup not bothered. Maybe you should be.
He was bothered enough to start swinging.
Yeah, that's true.
Every now and then it's like, okay, you're tossing out a bunch of hitboxes. When is it my turn to have fun?
Time will tell. Turnaround grab. Lots of good pressure here. Great setup, but a PK Fire kind of stuffs out the momentum. Now Syrup with these nairs, center stage. What did I say? Lots of good anti-airs to be had here.
Jackal just dashing in, dashing out, and then eventually tossing out the aerial, mixing up the timing if it's going to cross up or not. Back throw should certainly claim the stock there, and at 52%. We're just at a point where Jackal can start aiming for things like forward air, back air, or even forward air Wolf Flash if the mood arises.
True, but, I mean, Syrup's doing the right thing of kind of like hanging out under platform, so you can see Jackal coming with some of these aerials. You know what he's really swinging for, and so far at these low up heights, I feel like Syrup has been establishing some dominance.
Did you catch how Jackal had the roll in there? Both these players are choosing the suboptimal option because they know the optimal option is going to get covered. Exactly. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Oh, but falls right back into the PK Fire. It's not over yet. You did it to yourself. Syrup takes a little bit more for good measure.
Just please drop the platform, I beg of you.
Uh-oh.
Stuck in the corner, get up attack, yes. Here, perhaps selling out a little bit too early right there. Jackal's inbone was just about to run out, so maybe a frame or two later, and that was the perfect option.
You know it. Look for some of these back here center stage. Can't get anything. Jackal again finds the dash attacks, the boots.
And did you catch how the guns have been setting up jump-ins? Because
No.
Syrup is trying to predict either second shot or an immediate forward air.
But those jump-ins sometimes give Jackal some punishes. This time, not so much, as Syrup is able to get the kill off of that one. This one will do it. Back throws galore. Finally feels like that's our last resort for some of these stocks and for both players.
True enough, though. I do feel like Ness might kill a little bit early.
Of course, but I mean, at this point, he wasn't a high percent. We got. Oh my God! No way! We're going to game 5. We're going to game 5. Jackal, you got a little. Yeah, you got God again.
That was. I don't know if Jackal didn't have the double jump. Perhaps got clipped right there. Let's catch this one. So forward air. Doesn't hit the ground, tosses out a back air, potentially still has the double jump. No, just combos into it, and he got turned around.
Disgusting.
I think it ate the inputs.
Disgusting. New Jersey is a vile place.
Just a den of thievery.
Produces just vile things.
I mean, we're seeing some nasty gameplay right here, but I couldn't have it any other way. Ended up with a game 5 determined who has the darkest soul. I
mean, it's a race to the bottom here, man. I mean, we're really scraping the bottom at this point. Syrup, though, we got the wherewithal to bring this to a game 5, and what a damn set this has been. Let's get into it. Battlefield set the stage a little bit. Triplats might be the answer, as they have been in this set.
It's so weird because typically, like, the stage of choice is we go PS2 for all 5 games. Instead, BF for this one, these two just know.
I guess so. Okay, the roll in, but Jackal waits. Doesn't get anything just yet. They hit there. Now Syrup letting go of shield at the inopportune moments. Jackal now starting to get a little bit more falling there than he had before. Oh, God. Gotta watch out.
Jump scare for sure. But now reversal does try to land with the air dodge twice in a row, and Jackal just getting beat up for these options.
Luckily, the platform kind of ate the PK fire there, but the swing back. It's not enough to take Jackal off the top, but it is going to put some sweat on his brow. Got to watch out for this one. Wolf flashes are getting him by, but Syrup is starting to hone in on these edge guards.
I mean, Jackal just hasn't been able to hit Syrup until he got that gun. It was a solid 20 seconds of Syrup just going edge to... Oh, no!
What the hell?
No drift off of the up B. That is so unfortunate, but again, comes down from the Angel platform, tosses out that jump read, and gets the stock. That's exactly what you need.
All right, but either way, we both lose the stock in quick succession. Got to deal with this because this has been a tense game from the get-go. Minute and a half in, and we're still keeping the train rolling. We got to keep it going.
Yeah, neither one of these two players seems to be really, like, affected by what's happening on stage. Jackal got hit with PK Thunder twice, and both times just comes back and starts swinging.
Exactly. They're like, look, I'm throwing caution to the wind at this point. A sane man would say, you know, maybe I should hold off for a second, but no, I'm crashing out right now.
What I have been seeing a little bit too much from on Jackal, though, too many of these full hops. It feels like Syrup is starting to intercept these aerial options too frequently. Jackal got a lot of success from staying grounded and just like short hopping into the neutral air or catching those jump-ins with a dash attack. Right. But so far now, Syrup's been able to turn it around.
There's a quick tomahawk, quick empty hops. I think maybe if you're not throwing a move out, maybe these jumps could end up being what you need to give Syrup some fear, and perhaps undeservedly so. But back airing on the shield, just got to watch out because that shield looking real small. Poke territory.
At 133, even an up tilt will do it, but we still have to get the connection. Goes to the back air instead. That will do 72%. Last stock situation, game 5, nerf.
Ooh, the roll in. Okay, Jackal, I don't know that. All right, but still, you got to watch out. Down throw into the dash attack. We've seen it so many times, and it's going to get that
consistent
damage. We're going to get it. Jackal in game 5 bets it all. He takes it.
As soon as that forward air hit, I knew it was coming. Jackal hasn't gone for that the whole set except for one missed opportunity, and you know that's been brewing for quite some time.
You can see by the expression on his face it had been brewing, and boy, what a relief to finally get it out there and succeed. Let's watch it in slow motion, baby. The bread and butter doesn't even matter. You don't know what's coming next.
One combo to force Ness off stage. The fade back blaster so he has to air dodge, and then fake the dash back, fake the grounded option to bait out that spot dodge. So brilliant by Jackal.
Sold! Oh my God. Signed, sealed, delivered. Sent to the bottom. That's all she wrote. And Jackal, if there's a shot caller in this room, we found the man.
Yeah, is there something bigger than a 3-point? Like, that's a 3-point and a foul.
That's like there's not rules for that. You're alley-ooping yourself. You cloned yourself and you've alley-ooped off yourself.
That is such a messed up situation to end that set. I thought that Syrup had the read.